خلفي هذا المبنى في قلب مانهاتن أحد أغلى العناوين في نيويورك، لكنه كان أيضاً أحد أكثرها غموضاً. هنا عاش جيفري إبستين، ليس كمنبوذ بل كجزء من نخبة فتحت له أبواب السياسة والمال والنفوذ. هذا المنزل الذي داهمته قوات مكتب التحقيقات الفيدرالي عام 2019 لم يكن مجرد مسكن خاص، بل عقدة في شبكة امتدت من نيويورك إلى فلوريدا إلى جزر معزولة في الكاريبي ثم إلى عواصم أوروبية. فيكي وورد ليست شاهدة من بعيد، بل أول صحفية التقت جيفري إبستين قبل أن يصبح اسمه عنوانا عالميا. كانت من أوائل من كتبوا عن شبكة علاقاته وعن المال والسلطة، وكيف تحول النفوذ إلى درع واق أخر المساءلة لسنوات. سيدة فيكي، هذا المنزل حيث بدأت قضية إبستين وكنت أنت داخل هذا المنزل خلال تحقيقاتك الصحفية، ما الذي يمكن أن تخبرين به عن إبستين ونيويورك وهذه القضية التي تملأ وسائل الإعلام حول العالم الآن؟
This used to be a school, and it was the largest private townhouse in New York when Jeffrey Epstein bought it and lived here. And indeed, I remember going through those very doors in the fall of 2002 when I was profiling him for Vanity Fair magazine. I was pregnant with my sons. I have not found any evidence in all my years of reporting on Jeffrey Epstein that he committed sex crimes against children before, in the years before he acquired the money, the hundreds of millions of dollars, and acquired that house. It was almost because that house was so large, he stopped going out. People started coming to him.
السؤال الآن الذي يتردد في أذهان الكثيرين حول العالم، كيف استطاع إبستين أن يبني هذه الإمبراطورية خارج القانون، الاعتداءات الجنسية على الأطفال من قلب نيويورك، من هنا، من مكان حي راق في نيويورك، استطاع أن يبدأ هذه الجرائم، وكان لسنوات خارج دائرة المحاسبة والمحاكمة. الملاحقة تمت قبل سنوات لكنها لم تفلح في إيقافه. ماذا تخبرين عن ذلك؟
Well, indeed, how does one explain it? He was protected by rich, powerful people. He made it his job to cultivate rich, powerful people. He didn't go to them, they came to him. And, I think we've seen now with more and more of these documents that have come out, just how close the most powerful and the richest men, for the most part they are men, in this country were to him. I mean, there was almost nowhere at the top of the plutocracy that runs the world that Jeffrey Epstein was not embedded in. And that is why they kept his terrible secrets. And yet, even after he was a convicted sex offender, they continued to flock here to him. And I think what sometimes gets forgotten about Jeffrey Epstein, he was a brilliant manipulator, not just of young children, young girls, but of rich, powerful men. He knew how to figure out what it was each one wanted and how to make introductions, how to introduce them to interesting academics they might not otherwise have met, how to facilitate global business deals. And that is why, despite everything, he went free and people flocked to this townhouse.
هل ساهمت نيويورك المدينة بصخبها، برجال أعمالها، بأموالها، بكل ما فيها، بهويتها في صناعة إمبراطورية إبستين؟ وهل يمكن أن يكون هناك أكثر من إبستين في هذه المدينة؟
I think that's a great, really interesting question. I've never been asked before. And it's a valuable question because I think the answer to that is yes. Because without the money, there would never have been the sex crimes. There's no evidence that Jeffrey Epstein, before he was so uber rich, abused anybody under age. And New York is the city of dreams, but it's the city of financial dreams. It's a city where men compete for gold. And Jeffrey Epstein was part of an ecosystem that is a New York ecosystem. I think if New York had held him accountable much sooner, there wouldn't have been the travesty of the ridiculous plea deal that was done in Florida in Palm Beach. If the FBI had been investigating him here, if the Southern District of New York had been going after him, he would have been, I think, in jail many years sooner. And hopefully, and we might have had the answers to the questions we all still now have, unfortunately.